I'm envisioning, while you were talking, I'm also envisioning house manager, like taking care of making sure the meals are done, as far as like maybe they want a caterer to come in, things like that. Not saying you guys will cook for them.
No, but we organize it all.
You don't want me to run away. Nope.
No, I'm not too bad of a
Be Nice Individuals Podcast.
Hey folks, this is Thaddeus. I am at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio on the Be Nice Individuals Podcast. I have two very special guests here in the studio. I have Khris and Tracy from Beachside Home Management. It's a cool new business, and we're going to talk about it. Guys, how are you?
Doing great.
Doing great.
Yeah. So, tell me about the new business and what was kind of the origin of it.
Oh, go ahead, Khris.
So basically we're very caring individuals. We love to serve. So we had a company before that did a service company, and then we basically moved down to Florida, and we were looking to get back into another service-based company. So we've dealt with house managers before, so we decided, you know what, the best opportunity for us is to be able to serve and also do that business is to become a house management company. So
that's cool. You said that you have done something similar before. Where was that at? Where were you guys from originally?
We were from Ohio originally, and we had a window cleaning and pressure washing company.
Oh, very
cool.
So
we dealt with customers daily in and out of their homes. And one thing that people loved about us was just our customer service. We get back to people right away. Just our trustworthiness.
Mm-hmm.
And so over the years, we built a really solid company.
What brought you guys here to Florida? Tell me about that. Everybody has an interesting story of how they got down here.
It's really the weather, and we wanted to be close to the beach.
Okay.
That was it. You know, so we had, moved down here without any family. And
really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
No family, moved down here.
Start over.
Really?
Yep.
Cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's really cool. I feel like that's a lot of stories of people that actually end up here. You just get into a conversation. They're like, yeah, I came down here, or I vacationed here a couple times, and then I decided, I'm tired of vacationing here. I just move here and just make life easy. Yeah. Is that what you were thinking, Khris?
Yep, absolutely. We did that. We would always, whenever we had our family vacations, we'd always head south. And we were like, why don't we just
stop heading south and just be south?
Right.
So you guys were in service before in Ohio, which the weather's colder. You have more of the seasons, all that stuff there.
Yeah.
So you come down here in Beachside Home or House Management. Tell me how that origin started.
I mean, honestly, the origin started just because of what Khris was saying, that passion to help other people. And for us, with window cleaning, we were always helping making their lives better by cleaning their windows.
Yeah.
And for me, I can identify with just the craziness of life. It's really hard to upkeep a home.
Sure.
You need someone to help you most days, especially if you're working full time. So that's where that sort of came about. We're like, how can we help people? And that's really what we're doing.
It kind of sounds like what I'm hearing is you guys saw a need in the community, which that's the best way to have really a business.
Yeah.
As there's so many businesses that have come around simply because people saw that there was something lacking in society or whatever, and it fits that need. So Beachside House Management, tell us a little bit more about what you guys do, and by doing so, I think you explain that need that you guys are fulfilling.
Right. There's really four main things we can help with. We can do the full service house manager for people. We take care of the day-to-day. Everything that's needed would be taken care of the house. All the maintenance will be scheduled. We'll make sure that the fridge is stocked. All supplies are stocked. We can help with travel plans. If you have pets, we can take care of the pets.
Nice.
Basically, they don't have to do anything. We manage the whole entire household. So this is really great for someone who doesn't want to be burdened by running, taking care of a home.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit off camera about how there's people that travel. That's a great thing. snowbirds specifically,
Right.
or even people that have a job that takes them in and out of town
Right.
and whatnot, and they need somebody there to take care of their house.
Right.
Maybe check to make sure their pet is doing well,
Right.
or just to have somebody in, even to stop by the house, make sure there's no leaks, things like that.
Right,
People
we
don't
have
think
for
about.
that too. The full service house manager, we're pretty much on site Monday through Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're clocking, we're there, and we learn the customer's preferences, their schedules, and we assist wherever they need. So every customer is going to be a little different on what's needed, depending on their schedule.
Yeah.
But our main goal is just to step in and just take that burden of the house off the person.
That way they can just enjoy what they
Yes.
want, whether it's family time or they have a hobby. They're able to do that more and not have to worry about, oh, I got to be back at the house between 12 and 4 because the HVAC people are coming.
Yeah.
Well, we can fill that gap. They can do what they want while we're waiting for that HVAC company.
That's cool.
Right.
I'm envisioning, while you were talking, I'm also envisioning house manager like taking care of
Yeah.
making sure the meals are done, as far as like maybe they want a caterer to come
Yes.
in,
Yep.
things like that. Not saying you guys will
No.
cook for them.
No, but we organize
don't
it
want
all.
me, you don't want me to
You
cook
don't
for no one. Nope.
No, I'm not too bad of a cook, but but still, no, we would. That's the thing. We oversee that.
Yeah.
And we also have a list of preferred vendors already that we've already vetted, so
Yeah.
it makes it very easy, especially for someone who's new to the area
Uh-huh.
and maybe doesn't know. Like, it's so hard to find a trustworthy company that's
Absolutely.
going to show up and do quality work. So we've already have a preferred list of vendors on that.
That's cool. Like, I'm thinking
Yeah.
like big parties people
Yes.
have and whatnot. Just take care of it. I don't want to deal
Yes.
with it. You can go through and
Yeah.
they, after getting to know that person,
Yeah.
you know who to invite, kind of. You'll
Yeah.
know what food to bring in, that sort of
Yes.
thing, to be attentive to the guests and all
That's
that
our
stuff.
that's our goal. We want to almost be like another family member to
Yeah.
that person. We're there, and we're there to help them however they need,
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
that's just one service, though. Like you mentioned, the house check-ins, we do that as well.
Yeah.
We can do that weekly or bi-weekly just to make sure there's no problems at the house. There could be unforeseen issues, like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Plumbing can go wrong, or maybe you just want packages brought in,
Yeah,
or
that's
you
true.
just want that peace of mind to say, okay,
Yeah.
my house has been looked at. And we have a very automated system, so the customer gets notifications when we're on the property
Mm-hmm.
and when we're off the property.
Yeah. I
So
like that.
yeah, it's very automated. So they
Yeah.
know we're there.
Yeah.
So they have that peace of mind. Okay, they're there, they're checking, and then we can text the customer when we're there if they have any problems. They're like, you know what? Can you make sure that the storm didn't do any damage to this? Can you make sure the inside is good?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, I have a client right now. There's been a couple times that their Wi-Fi went down, so their cameras went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they asked me, "Hey, can you restart the modem?"
Yeah. Yeah.
That way, they're able to still be able to monitor. So if they didn't have someone as a house check-in to do that, from the time that they're gone to the time they get back there and reset it, they're
Oh wow.
unable to see what's going on their property.
And I imagine they're out of state or
Oh, yeah.
whatever
Right.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you guys getting a lot of that, like people that move back and forth, have multiple houses, that sort of thing? Is that the kind of the base of the people that are attracted to this sort of thing, or?
Yeah, I'd say that's our main customer right now, is people who are sort of have two homes or traveling. But we're also looking for those that have been here a while that, just want someone to step in and, and oversee their home.
Yeah.
But, some people may already have a house manager, and so, it just depends.
You guys are the first house managers
Yeah.
I have met here.
Right. Yeah, and that's why we're unique. Honestly, there's no other company around town doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because normally people would have to go on Indeed and post an ad for a house manager and just get going back and forth. But for us, we have a company that's already set up, and we have trusted individuals that are going to be in your home.
Right.
So things like that.
Yeah, and plus you're out and about.
Yes.
I've seen you guys multiple times, different networking events
Yes.
and whatnot, and you're there versus you just throwing something on Indeed.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And, we have our background. Also, we try to run as a Christian company, so we try to, be proud of that.
Nice.
So,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That always makes life
Yes.
better.
Yeah.
Right.
Just to be able to trust that company that they're going to do the right
Right.
thing and live by Christian principles
Exactly.
and stuff in their work. There's that scripture, and I'm gonna paraphrase it.
Okay.
It's do all things to the glory of the Lord.
Yes.
That sort of thing. Is that
Yes.
kind of what fuels your business?
Yes, yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like as Christians, we should all think like that, but sometimes we don't. But it's anything in life that we're doing, we should definitely do it to the best of our abilities because we are representing Christ in
Exactly.
that, and just being the best house managers that you can be, or being the best podcaster you can be.
Right.
It's showing people really the light that you have within yourself, and
Right.
you know, you should be the best at, not the best, but you know that you should perform at the highest level that you know you can to really show that. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, we just feel like we were made to be business owners. Like, that's what
Yeah.
God put us on the earth to do,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
When we were running in Ohio, that company, it just felt right. And Chris and I have always worked side by side,
Uh-huh.
and so that's how we're going to do
That's
this
nice.
time, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
Some people are like, oh, how can you work with your husband or wife?
Uh-huh.
But, you know, we always work as a team.
that's
Sometimes-
amazing.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't always, but most of the time.
Well, that's cool
Yeah.
because, you know, during COVID, you know, couples had to be next to each other more often than previous, and a lot of them felt like they couldn't get along and that.
Right.
So it's really cool to see a couple that is actually not just in proximity to each
Right.
other in the day-to-day, but you're actually working together, and that's super cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And the servant's heart that you guys have, this is cool, and I'm kind of seeing
you're feeling
seeing the
it.
vision.
Yes.
I'm feeling it. Yeah, but that's super cool. What's one of the coolest things that you guys do as far as the house management goes?
Let's see, what do you think?
Coolest thing. For me, it's whenever I get ready to go to a client's house
Yeah.
to do a check-in. It's like there's just that feeling that as soon as I pull up, it's okay. They entrusted me with this multi-million-dollar house.
Yeah.
They want to make sure everything's good. So going through it, it just gives you a sense of like appreciation that they chose you,
Yeah.
and then also that you're going to do the best job ever. So I've had it to where I've went through, was looking, checking off stuff, and then there's a couple things, and I'm like, hey, is the landscape company supposed to be weeding your flower beds? And then I'll send them a picture. I just want to keep them informed,
Yeah.
and then them go, oh, what would it have looked like if no one said anything? We get there
Right.
and all of it taken. So just having that satisfaction of knowing that someone entrusted their property with us,
Mhm.
and then that we're able to provide a premier luxury service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that you mentioned, and we hadn't talked about this as much, is like the higher end properties that maybe
Yeah.
they're busy, their business, you know, requires them to devote a lot of time to it. Having a house manager to take care of those day-to-day activities, such as, you know, going out to check the landscaping, the weeds, make sure they're not taking over the flower bed or whatever, or make sure they're not creeping under the foundation. That's cool. That's cool that they can offload that. I feel like in life you have a certain amount of time.
Right.
And I think
Yep.
that's that principle. You have a certain amount of time. And with that certain amount of time, you have to make decisions. And you can either try and get it all done yourself, or you can delegate.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in this situation, a person that maybe they don't have all the time, or maybe they're moving around a lot, or they're doing stuff that requires more of their time. Maybe they want to spend more time with their family versus going out to make sure about the landscape and stuff.
Yeah.
They can delegate that. They can send that off to you guys, and you guys can handle that, and as if you were them.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
I'm glad you brought that up because all of the packages and house management is always tailored to the
Oh, okay.
client. So
Yeah.
if they're like, we just need you to do this,
Mhm.
we just need you to do that, like we can specifically go, okay, that's what we're doing. Or if they're like, don't go into this room, stay out of here, do that. Like it all can be custom, and then we put all of that in a notebook for that client, so that way we know exactly what they want.
Oh, that's perfect. That's cool. I love it. I love it. I love the idea of this new business here in this area.
Yeah.
Haven't, like I said, I haven't seen anything like it here, but it's so necessary, not just for people that are snowbirds, but people that really want to have more control of their time, people that want things taken care of in a nice manner. Like, for instance, me. Okay, let me tell you, I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to hosting a party. I don't like doing it. My wife loves it, but then, like, when it's actually everything is transpiring, I don't like it. I just want it to be over and done. And I can imagine somebody like that who just wants things taken care of. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to do it. Just you guys take care of it.
I just want to show up and enjoy. That's the thing.
Yeah. And I just could see that just really, you guys coming in and just filling that need. And so tell me kind of a little bit more about your services. Is it every day you guys are there, or is it you can tailor it more specifically to maybe bi-weekly or weekly, or how does that work?
Yeah, it really can be tailored. We can do full-time management of the house. We can do part-time or just as needed. Sometimes someone just gets busy for a couple of weeks or a month, and they just need someone to step in and say, you know what, I really need to get this big project done. And, with contractors, they can show up whenever, and they can leave a mess. So we can just be there during that big project.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we know what to look for, too. We've worked with, companies over the years. So our goal would be making sure that they're treating your home with respect and care.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we can really step in a lot of different aspects.
Yeah. I was thinking before that, okay, you guys had to be full-time or whatever.
Yeah.
But it sounds like maybe they might be out of town or whatever, but you guys could step in there. Maybe they want something done, but they don't want to be there for it.
It's like
they
a patio or
yeah.
something major.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't want to be there, whatever. And you guys could facilitate all that. They're out living their best life on vacation or whatever.
Yeah.
And you guys are handling that with the construction and the disarray. And
yes. Making sure that, like, working with the foreman, talking with them, making sure that everything that the customer wants done is being done to their liking, to their preference.
Nice.
Because that's the worst, I mean, big projects are a headache anyhow.
Yeah.
But it take a lot of time, too, for the person, to be there to make sure. So.
Yeah. That's awesome. So shout out a way that people can get in contact with you guys so they can take advantage of these opportunities, not just full-time or bi-weekly or whatever, but maybe also for people that don't want to deal with a project. Maybe they want to be out of town on vacation. You guys handle it. Yes. I'm going on vacation. See you when I get back.
Right.
So shout out your contact information, how people can reach out to you.
Yeah, so we are at www.beachsidehousemanagement.com. You can go on there, and like Tracy was saying, it's automated. You can get an estimate. You can get or an estimate for it. You can schedule a free consultation. You can also contact us at 386-864-3388, or just send us an email at Khris@beachsidehousemanagement.com, and that is Khris with a K, Khris.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys coming out to the studio. Guys, audience out there, look, if you guys have tasks around your home that you just don't want to deal with, maybe you're in and out of the state, snowbirds, we love you snowbirds, but maybe you need somebody to look after your property when you're not here, have that sense of care that you have for your own property. Beachside House Management can definitely help step into that. Maybe you're kind of like me. You maybe don't want to deal with certain things like parties and getting everything together. Or maybe you have a construction project and you want to go on vacation and you just want it done, but you don't want to be there for it. Beachside House Management can take care of all that for you. So make sure you guys reach out to Khris and Tracy, and we'll see you guys next time.